What is up, you guys? So this is a recent events video in Black Clover. Basically, it's going to pertain to from chapters 58 to 57 to 62, the chapters I missed when it comes to review. And basically, from a structural standpoint, a lot of these chapters, they were extremely simple and straightforward. There's not really much of a jump. The quintessential story progression is that they made it to the water temple and now they're inside and they're in this type of competition. But now, because of chapter 62, what happened at the end, the competition is now done and interrupted. And honestly, from a personal standpoint, and from what I feel to completely, in my personal opinion, the competition itself, it was really lackluster. It really was. I'm not gonna deny that. It was really lackluster. There was nothing too epic about it or anything like that. There really was nothing epic about it because the Black Bulls literally just one-shotted most of the guardians of the water temple. And I'll get onto that much later when it comes to the negatives in the video. But anywho, basically, when it comes to a character development standpoint, Noelle, she got her character development in chapter 58, and she learned a new spell which is known as Naga's Cradle. So now she can actually mobily move underwater with, and I guess I don't know if she can move like outside in physical air and stuff like that. Probably, yeah, she did it outside. So she could do, so she can mobily move using her water barrier as well from as of now. And she managed to learn how to control her magic much better than she did before. And the reason why Noelle could never control her magic and everything is because she was always like trying to condense her magic. That played a key role. She was always condensing her magic and her powers and everything like that. And that's even harder to do than just releasing it. So what she did was she did the opposite and began releasing her magic, and she really couldn't focus because she was always like think badly of herself and stuff like that, and she could never fully concentrate on controlling her magic. So basically, what Aster and the chick, I forgot her name, sorry, but they recommended her to have a clear state of mind so that she could focus on her magic much better. And when the Black Bulls came out to support her and everything like that, she began to have a clear state of mind, and then therefore she was able to focus and concentrate her magic on a much better scale. And then she performed Naga's Cradle. And not only that, but we did have a flashback, and we now know the reason why Noelle's siblings despise her. And it's not just because she couldn't control her magic and stuff like that, and she was weak. No, and this is specifically Noelle, why he just despises her. And that's because their mother, this woman known as the Steel Princess, who I'm assuming could have possibly been the Magic Knight captain of the Silver Eagles before Noelle took over, she died giving birth to Noelle. So Noelle, she's like, her siblings have been making her live with that guilt, especially Noelle has been making her live with that guilt and stuff like that all her life. So you can now understand why Noelle is kind of the way she is, because of the treatment she gets from her siblings, and how they blame her, how specifically her oldest sibling, Noelle, blames her for their mother's death. So that's one thing right there. Now, when it comes to from then on, from then on, this is really simple shit. They head on to it's the full moon. The water currents, the whirlpools, they're low, and they're at their weakest point, so they could enter the water temple. And they make it to the water temple, and they are greeted by inhabitants apparently that live in the water temple. And the inhabitants actually were excited to see them and stuff like that because they rarely get foreigners and stuff like that. And so they lead them to the inside the water temple where they're supposed to meet the high priest, and they said if you survive, yeah, you can have the magic stone and stuff like that. And oh no, they said don't thank us until you survive. And they're like, what the hell? And then they meet the priest and stuff like that, and the magic priest, he puts them on in a competition between the Black Bulls and the guardians of the water temple, and then we take it from there. And as this is going on, we come to find out that the girl that helped Noelle with her magic and everything like that. She actually turns out to be one of the guardians of the magic temples, one of their most powerful fighters. And she actually has a brother and a father who are also guardians, and their father is the strongest of the guardians, while his brother, he's currently battling Aster. And basically, we find out from the brother that he always wanted to go up to the surface and stuff like that, and if he does this, he and wins his battle and stuff like that, he will be able to go up to the surface from his grandfather. And I thought at first it was that the people of the Water Temple, they were not allowed up to the surface, but turns out they actually are, I guess. But the grandfather, I thought they were allowed due to the fact of like maybe the royals did something or something like that, and it's law up in the surface that the people of the Water Temple can't go down, or can't go up. But turns out from what's seeming to be, it's the grandfather that doesn't want them to go up to the surface for some reason. And who knows? We may find out later. But anywho, so him and Aster began battling and stuff like that, and he needs to beat Aster so he can achieve his dream to go up to the surface and everything like that. And same with the chick who so she needs to beat Noelle and stuff like that as well. And so as they're about to engage in Luck and Magnus, they came across the father of the two, and he's the strongest dude there of the Guardians. And he was about to come in battle with Luck and Magnus, but then immediately Vex shows up, crashing in what appears to be I guess it's a type of water magic. I don't know. Yeah, probably. And it's basically he crashes in on a inside, and he's inside of a whale, of a whale like formed by magic, of course. And I think he one-shotted the father when he crashed in. I don't know, or he crushed the father, but who knows? And that's where it ends off. So when it comes to this, like from a structural standpoint, these chapters have been like quite simple and straightforward. And not only that, but when it comes to the hype the Water Temple has been getting and stuff like that, and Julius explained how the Water Temple was said to be the most dangerous of all the four grand magic zones. I don't know. I need to look back, but I'm pretty sure that was what he said. The Water Temple is the most dangerous of all four magic zones. And now that you make it there and get past the whirlpools and stuff like that, and you finally make it there, there's really no sense of danger at all. There really isn't. And the only sense of danger that we have now is an outside source. So you would expect there to be more of a sense of danger inside the Water Temple, since it was hyped up to be the most dangerous of all the magic zones. And there really is no sense of danger inside the Water Temple, and the only sense of danger now is Vet, who's an outsider from the Magic Temple. So I was expecting something initially inside the Water Temple to give the characters a run for their money, but no, it's kind of been just lackluster, because once they get there, they're greeted by happy faces and stuff like that, and then once they get in there, the competition, it's practically pretty much over, because most of the opponents that the characters face, they're all being one-shotted. They've all been one-shotted. So it's like, what the heck? And the only dudes that are left are the chick, her brother, and her father, who's probably taken out. And that's like, really, like, I was expecting more from this, because I kind of wanted to see more of the Black Bulls and stuff like that, them going out, like, at least make let the Water Temple live up to its hype and stuff like that via the Guardians and stuff like that, and give the characters a run for their money and stuff like that, and actually force the characters to struggle in each individual battle, because that would lead to good character development. And development for the characters, and not only that, but there's some characters that could showcase some of more of their powers, and like characters like Vanessa, who could actually showcase her own powers and what her ability is and stuff like that. So it's like that was some missed opportunity shit right there. That was a lot of missed opportunity right there when it comes to the Water Temple. And the Water Temple, I don't think if it's supposedly the most dangerous of all four grand magic zones, it really then it kind of says it for what the 3 is, because like you're not gonna really expect that much from the other 3 magic zones either, since the water temple is not really that dangerous and the main characters are dealing with it easy. And now like the only threat it has now is an outside source. You'd expect there to be a sense of danger of some kind or a threat within the temple itself that would prove difficult to all the main characters, but really there isn't. And now we have an outside source coming in who's actually the threat. So I don't know how Tabata Yuki is gonna handle this, because honestly, like, this has been some generic lackluster shit that's been going on in the recent chapters, and I'm not really digging it, because that's like, I found myself when I was reading the chapters, I literally found myself saying, like that's literally what I was saying. I'm not kidding. It's okay if you guys like the chapter and stuff like that, but this is just my silly opinion and stuff like that. So, but I felt like the chapter, like Tabata Yuki could have executed this better and actually gave the Water Temple the hype it deserved, the hype he's been giving it and stuff like that, as one of the most dangerous, as the most dangerous of the magic zones. So yeah, like it doesn't really live up to that hype and stuff like that, especially this so-called competition where all the Guardians are being taken out so freaking easy. And now with Vet coming in, I don't know if there's gonna be like any like special type of a member of the White Knight Demon Eyes that's gonna be aiding him. But with Vet coming in, the only thing I see that could happen is that Yami and the High Priest, they go over there to take on Vet themselves, because Vet is stronger than a Magic Knight captain. So no, Vet is as strong, but like I think it was said he's even stronger than a Magic Knight captain. Yeah. So they really need to so Yami and the High Priest needs to get over there ASAP. And if it's Aster and them that take down Vet, I'm gonna call bullshit on that, because they're not freaking strong enough. And not only that, mind you, Vet is a dude that was able to completely fight on par with the Magic Knight captain, Jack the Ripper, and was stated to be even stronger than one when it comes to magic wise. And not only that, but he was able to bypass Yami, who has ki and who could read his movement, and he was completely able to bypass Yami. That's something key there. So it has to be Yami and the High Priest that have to go and face Vet, because I don't think anybody else is powerful enough, unless, like, I don't know, like every single member of the Black Wolves, they team up against Vet or something like that. I don't know, but unless it's Yami and the High Priest, if it's like Aster, the dude, his sister, and Noelle that take down Vet, no, or like and even with Luck and Magnus, no, I'm not gonna accept that, because this is a dude that's been this is a dude that's said to be even more powerful than a Magic Knight captain. So I want to see that. Like, I really do. So live up to that hype. They live up to the hype. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, like we'll see where it goes though. That's just my silly opinion and take on this. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for this recent event video and stuff like that, and in Black Clover. So be sure to like the video, comment, and subscribe. Tell me you guys thought and stuff like that. And I'll see you guys later.